I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. You know I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Alright, it's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How is everyone going? I'm doing a little video on my purple list. I've just gone through all the coins that I'm following, and these four I am invested in. And I've been watching them and waiting and watching the market play out, and they've all had decent pumps, and I'm in the green on them, but they are all due for a purple pump. And so I'm just going to go through these four coins. I'm going to go through One Harmony, I'm going to go through Game Credits, I'm going to go through Reef, and I'm going to go through a new one I just bought, Cake. And I believe that they all have at least a 2x to 4x pump in the short term. I don't know exactly how much time that is. It's kind of dependent on the market in general and how Bitcoin plays out in this correction that it does. But whatever happens is once these accumulation periods, and I like to call it the I guess, like the dragon, like the real accumulation head forms after the big neck pops up. And then that next pump can be huge, all right? So you can see here, Harmony 1, if you got it at half a cent, which I was lucky enough to be tipped off by one of my loyal viewers and subscribers that asked me to review it on the channel. And I said, you know what? It seems like a good project to me. I got it at half a cent, and then I think I kind of scaled in on the way up. So I'm in a good position in my Harmony 1. But you know what? The job isn't done on Harmony 1. You can see what's happened since that, half a cent played out for a long time. We just went up and up and up and up and up. And it didn't really stop, it kind of does this kind of big up, kind of retracement, big up retracement on the 4-hourly, big up retracement, big up, and then this long retracement now, So this is the longest kind of retracement that Harmony's had for a while, So this is the big accumulation zone. This is where popularity is growing, traders are coming in and out, volumes increasing. You can see the volume increasing all through here. And then when the volume isn't spiking but the price is going down, that means something big's going to happen. If the volume stayed up and the price was going down, that's a warning sign of like a big crash. But the fact that we're, low volume accumulation, people are nibbling away at it, kind of adding to their bags, I think something big is going to happen in Harmony. So we've probably got a couple of days for this to play out. We're at the bottom of this range. We're in that accumulation zone. We can see down here on the stock RSI, it's just turning at the bottom. So it's a good time to add a little bit. I haven't done that yet. I don't know if I will, but, either way, I'm still invested and I'm solid in it, and I just think that the next move onwards and upwards is 9 cents plus. So that's the full Fibonacci retracement from wick to wick, and I think that's the way we're playing it at the moment. Wick to wick, this is the way it's played, and if you want to capture full gains, you nearly got to play that angle of like, this thing went all the way up to 3.9 cents, and it's been all the way back to 2.1 cents. So if you can ride all the way up here, take some profits, roll into another project, and then buy back in a little bit here, and then head on up. These are the kind of plays that are really going to roll and accumulate and build your portfolio quick. And it's probably only 10% of my portfolio that I'm playing this game on. A lot of it's just buy, hold, sit, because I wouldn't be a risk averse enough to be flipping, my entire portfolio of crypto. But yeah, for the smaller portion of it, the 5-10% of it, I am trying to play these small adjustments where something pumps up, go into something lower, something pumps up, go into something lower, right? So Harmony 1's the first one. Probably on the next push out, it's going to break this triangle. It's been accumulating since the 14th of Feb, so that's a fairly long accumulation. I think it's about time for Harmony 1 to bust on out of that triangle, right? So that's the first purple coin out of the way. Now, game credits, this is like, I don't know, like this is the perfect contrarian play. Nobody's talking about game credits. No one was talking about game credits, but they probably will start talking about it, because the reality is, if we go back to the monthly chart, it's massive downtrend. It got to $3 or $4 in the last bull market, pulled it all the way back down to a cent, lower, a cent there. And then just went sideways. It just, so since the 1st of November 2019, it's pretty much just gone sideways. Even in the kind of March dip, it didn't really respond that much. Oh, sorry, it did wick down, but it's pretty much gone sideways. Everything's moving, everything's popping off, and then bang, we get this candle that we pulled recently, and just going to get rid of that junk there. Get this candle that we pulled recently, and now it's on the radar. Now I'm starting to see the comments. It went from people going like, why would you invest in that? There's no news, to, okay, so it's a laggard, it's a forgotten coin, but algorithms look at these things, traders look at these things, they compare the undervalued coins to the overvalued coins, and they roll profits into them. And game credits has pumped in as a result, so it's pumped as a result. But if we go back to that 4-hourly, the beautiful thing is that if you didn't get in here, it's okay, because you could have got back in here at 9 cents again, and even today at 12 cents. I think anything under 15 cents is a good buy zone for game credits, as in asymmetrical trade, 50x to all-time highs, right? So once again, from here, 12 cents to 34 cents, 3x, brilliant play. I think the next pump up here, wick to wick, Fibonacci retracement, boing, on and out of there. It's a gaming token. It's real, it's valid, it's being used. There's no reason to be scared of it running away anytime soon. It's been around since 2014, so, game credits, it's got a nice little, of my 10% trading portfolio, it's got about, 15% of that at the moment. So I'm very happy with game credits and what it's doing. Reef Finance, I have got the best hits on my YouTube channel so far, and I must say thank you to all of my YouTube supporters and subscribers at the moment, because I have got to 600 subscribers by no real marketing. I tried a little bit of that, clickbaity stuff early on, but I can't bring myself to do it all the time. I just want to bring some decent chart analysis to the people, and there's about 600 of you that have subscribed, and I hope that I'm providing you with some insights into the way I see it and the way I trade things. And I definitely know that I'm doing something okay. I'm not making millions right now, but I'm, I guess, doubling my portfolio in a month, in the recent times, maybe a little bit more than doubling it. So that's a good thing. But anyway, thank you. And I think if we take a look, and I'm just going to kind of say hello to all the people from the USA, the United Kingdom, Australia, being Australian myself. So we've got 27% of my viewers are from the States, 10% from the United Kingdom, 7.3% from Australia, 3.8% from Canada, couple percent from the Netherlands, and then to anyone else out in the big wide world there that is watching my videos, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Reef, this is the one that you all want to see, right? And this is the beautiful thing, because I think of all the charts that I'm watching, and of all the things that I'm listening to right now, and besides Hathor, I think Hathor is just a long-term, it's going to do what Theta has done in the last few months. It's just going to grind up. But Reef as an aggressively bullish project and chart, this one is ready to pop. And if you just look at what it's just done now, so it's basically flung itself out of there, wicked all the way up, telling us it wants to be at 45.5 cents, and then within the next hour or so, it's telling us it wants to be at 27 cents. So the FUD, the buyers versus sellers kind of tug of war that's going on is so cool at the moment. But I tell you one thing, if you are into Reef, just YouTube it. There's stuff out there. There's live streams with their developers. It's real. It's honest. It's for the people. It's DeFi. It's probably the first time I've seriously thought about, hey, maybe I can put some of my earnings into a project long term over the bear market just to gain interest and create a node or a hub or whatever the terminology is. I'm not claiming to be an expert. But Reef, these guys seem like they are legit and for the people in DeFi. So Reef, I like it. They're on Polkadot. They're steering away from Ethereum. Polkadot's clearly one of the winners at the moment. So Reef is a winner. But I guess you all want to know the price target, and that is if you were to buy it right now at, where is it, like 3.7 cents, we're looking at 13 cents to the next move based on this kind of uber bullish kind of dragon head of a retracement, sideways action, up and down tug of war. I think it's just going to be an explosive move, and I will eat my words if I'm wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong, but I would be very glad to be right, because I have leveraged my way into Reef with a lot of my profits from certain other coins, Cardano and, whatever else, even taking profits out of Hather and Theta and Graph. So it's definitely one that I would love to see go up, and and same with the rest of the community out there. I'm sure they would love to see it go up. Anyway, so 13 cents on the next move for Reef, and I think that would be super, super bullish and super, super possible. Okay, this last one takes the cake. Now, I just think that something like Cake will do well, and I'm probably not going to hold Cake for the long term. I'm just more about these new coins that are released and the way they do this thing. And if anyone's been following me and seen what Hather did, it's like initial coin offering or whatever, big kind of first candle, sell off, buy back in. The early adopters sell out, and then the kind of next wave of adopters buy in. And then maybe a few weak hands, or the early adopters sell out a bit, and then kind of we're going to bounce off that. And anyone that saw the video today, we're going to kind of fire it out of there. And anyone that's kind of following me on Twitter or TradingView, I believe that there's some decent things that are going to happen for this. And if anyone has seen, and I guess we're just going to have to go to Hather and see what has happened, is that when you break out of these triangles in a bull market, the next move is huge, and that's what we're seeing. That's what's potentially going to happen to Cake. And hopefully we have our purple cake and we pump out of there and eat it too, and we do reach something in that 53 range. I guess maybe 45 would be a more conservative target, but either way, from 15 to 45, that's a 3x, and that's a great move if it's a nearly straight line move, over a couple of days or a couple of weeks. So huge asymmetrical trade there. If you bought in at $15 right now, history has shown, and it's short history, that it's going to wick as low as 11, and it's going to bounce straight back. It may kind of go down to 13 and do a bit of sideways action there, but it definitely has got no reason to be going much lower than that. Like these 2 wicks are telling us that that's about as low as the sellers are going to get it, or the bears are going to get it, because the buyers are coming in thick and fast on those wicks. So if you see another one of those wicks, I would be doing something that you should probably do on the bottoms. yeah, that's not financial advice. It's just you can see my previous video on what I'm doing with Cake and how I play these kind of breakout moves, staggering my way in. Never really aiming to try and get the exact bottom, just trying to get a good solid range of a base, get a good dollar cost average in these sort of things so that you can see that move and ride it upwards. So yeah, that's my purple list. That's where we're at. That's what we want to see. And once again, big thanks to all the subscribers and the people that have watched the channel so far. I hope you all have your end sell targets and your plan, your exit strategies, and you're not being too greedy, because there is going to come a time in this bull market where it'll be hard to exit. So make sure you've got that exit strategy. You've got that plan to get things to exchanges soon enough before the crazy, crashing of websites happens. And yeah, just that you've got a plan, because this is what it's all about, right? Crypto plan. What are you doing next with your funds? I know I've got my laptop to pick out and my new cameras and my, new vans and all that sort of stuff that I want to buy. So what's your plan? Have you got it? Are you going to execute it? Have you got it written down? So stick with it. Keep making those profits, but make sure you have that crypto plan, because there's no point having that popcorn trade, right, that it goes all the way up and then you watch it go all the way down, right? So let's like and subscribe this video and share this knowledge around with your friends and family and the rest of the interwebs. And I shall see you on the next one. I've been Jared from Crypto Plan. Bye bye.